Autobots, transform!
So inside that box is my brown mailer. Nothing special about it. Well, I take that back. On the back it says PowerCon exclusive. Get this guy. I actually ordered this from Super 7. I wonder where my Super 7 order is, but I wanted another one. So, but it was closed, so I pre-ordered this from Big Bad Toy Store, so I can have another one. Here's this packaging. Giant Masters of the Universe logo. Super 7 down there. Castle Grayskull bricks. The drawbridge is closed. Now it's open. This is one of the rare cases where I don't have this figure in my Master of the Universe Classics line. I missed him when he came out initially. Then he kind of shot up in prices. And I like the guy, but I didn't love him enough to pay around $100 for him, so I never put him in my Classics line. Having this might make me want to go back and get it to have the yin to this yang. So you won't see SPIKOR comparison in this video, sadly. But here he is in the packaging, and you can see right there, his little Mace Club thing is warped at the handle, which is never cool. Then his little not so spiky spike hand is a little bit warped in there, a little bit squoze in too. This package says Master of the Universe SPIKOR, Super 7 down there, Dope Collector, Castle Grayskull inside, PowerCon exclusive on his box, PowerCon exclusive. And on the back of the box, it is Snake Mountain, home of the evil warriors. These Skeletor's home anyway. I think these guys just renting. Master of the Universe SPIKOR. On the bottom is his bio. We'll try to get it and hold it steady so you can read it and I won't have to. All right, moving on with the review. Gonna break his tape. 3 pieces of tape. Slide SPIKOR out of the box. Inside the packaging, we've seen it before. There it is. SPIKOR, he's tied in with one tie. And it's not overdone, thank goodness. Take off his championship belt tie. Get SPIKOR out. I saw a review where, damn. I was just going to say, I saw a review where they talk about how hard his spikes are, and I literally hurt my finger. It's like 2 red dots right here. Scott Knightlick, the former brand manager for, if I'm saying it right, brand manager for Matty Collector, who actually got the ball rolling on the Master of the Universe reboot classics figures. And he was saying how this never would have passed Mattel's safety standards. Just the camera. And he's packed in with one accessory only, which is his club, which is not as sharp as he is actually. All right, so the first thing I want to do is take a look at his paint apps. Well, we'll start with his face sculpt. And my eyes are dead on. It's just some yellow paint with some black dots on top of it. Where the black dots are, there looks to be like a little indentation for the black dots, so it's a good thing they're exactly where they should be. Then he has some slightly molded teeth. He has 4 teeth sticking out of his mouth. Has a slight smirk or smile on him. Spikes on his head. He got a big head. Coming around to his back. He's wearing, I don't know if this is supposed to be his armor or this is his body. But on his body he has like, I don't know, is this like a shirt? I don't know what this is. But some blue paint to represent whatever that is he got on. It's alright. There's a little splotch right there. But it's done well. It's like in a flat finish. I wonder if it's paint over it. Looks like a flat paint. It might be the plastic. And this is one piece. This isn't like armor you can take off. And it is hard. It really is. When I first grabbed it, I didn't expect it to be that hard. But it is really hard. It's really hard. I bet I can poke a hole in my little... well, maybe not quite a hole, but it's hard. This thing is hard. So coming down to his waist is a red paint, a flat red over black plastic. That's done well. Got a little bit of drop right there, but that's cool. Then he has this pinkish purple skin, whatever color you would call it. Purplish pink, I don't know. And then he has the not so spiked hand with one of them a little bit warped. Saw it in the package. It's done in a flat gray also. I don't like it when they do, like, I mean, this is supposed to represent his hand and it has to touch things. I don't like it when they use paint on it. They should have just used a gray plastic for this piece. And I'm assuming the bottom is red, but it looks to be painted too. Looks to be a whole painted piece. So it's probably the pink plastic like the rest of the arm. And his boots, and he's wearing brown boots. Like his colors are all over the freaking place. So anyway, I'm going to get right into articulation, go back to his head. Alright, and man, Super 7 guys can't look up and down. He can hold a little bit, but he's not moving far. These guys cannot look up and down for jack. 360 on the head. I wonder if I can pop it off. And like, you can't even get a grip on a toy without sticking your finger. I mean, he doesn't have a head to put on here. I'm just curious to see if I can get it off. It's a tough pull to get that thing off. So anyway, standard. The arms look to be standard Master of the Universe figure arms, even though the torso is different and new. The arms come out this far, hinge out this far. The 360 at the shoulder. He has the bicep swivel. The standard elbow bend, not a lot out of there because they're big beefy guys. Coming down to his spiked hand. I wonder did they ever tell a story about who chopped his hand off and how he lost it. Has a little bit of articulation there, not a whole lot, and it rotates. But I see it's got like the safety balls on it, like the cartoon safety. I don't know, so much for the spikes. Like this is so wild here, but I guess it's how it looked in the cartoon. And where he has a hand, this hand is on a hinge too, so come over to this arm. It's on a hinge. And standard legs, exact same. He has the joint up here that allows the thigh to swivel. He has a hinge up here. You can bring the thighs out. Get them out that far, which is pretty far. He can go crazy with it from front. Oh man, I'm telling you, I hurt my finger right here on the spike, and I'm not exaggerating. That hurt. You can get his legs out that far. And you can bring his knee up right here. And I see the boot cut on this one, and it's a lot easier than the other ones I just reviewed. It doesn't have the paint sticking. I think because the boot is brown plastic. It's not overpainted and it's not causing it to stick, and they move freely. Coming down to his ankle, he has the concealed ankles that all these guys have, the concealed pins in the ankle, and a little bit of rocker in there. Yep, we can get it to rock in and rock out. All right, I just want to scoot him back a little bit and take his bent mace. And it's not that hard at all, actually. And see if we can get this in his one hand. I mean, he's walking around with a weapon. And at some point, he felt like he needed more. I mean, he spiked up and got weapons. All he got to do is give somebody a hug. But anyway, he has this mace. And it's weird enough. It feels like this is paint. I hope that it's red plastic. But we're going to get in his hand and we'll find out shortly. His hand looks to be a lot tighter than what the mace size is. But here we go. So I can open it up a little bit first. Come on, you. Get it past his thumb. Alright, and we have SPIKOR with the mace. I have the mace. But I mean, this little slight smile is just too goofy for an evil villain. I mean, look at him. We almost look like a dude I know, I swear. So obviously I don't think he can hold it in the other hand. Well, let's check that out. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's like real gummy at the bottom. If we can get it in here and maybe wiggle it around. Nope. If you see what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to wedge it between the spikes. And nah, it's not holding. Okay, so here's SPIKOR with my whole set of Master of the Universe Filmation Skeletor Evil Warriors. Starting with Skeletor over here, Beastman, Evil-Lyn, Clawful, and that was the story. and Trapjaw. And the thing about these guys, I didn't open these figures. When I was doing reviews, I never had time to open them. Then Matty Collector actually went under. So I like to unbox and review on camera. So I had these guys just sitting there. Then a lot of these guys, especially Skeletor, wound up shooting up in price. And since Matty Collector was going under and I didn't think we would get these figures, the line continue by anybody else, I decided to keep them in the packaging. Now I'm stuck in the middle. Do I open my figures or do I keep them in the packaging for collector value just to say, oh yeah, I have the first run Filmation Skeletor is still in the packaging. You know what I mean? But as I get more and more of these guys, I want to go back and I want to open these guys up. I think he's the first Super 7 Filmation Club Grayskull guy that really, I don't have anything negative to say about him. I mentioned that the spikes are hard, but I'm a grown man. It's all right. But I really don't have anything negative to say about this figure. He's not the greatest, not the most coolest figure ever, but he's all right. Yeah, I believe he's sold out on Big Bad, which is where I got mine. I should have another one coming from Super 7, actually, with Orko, Montauk, and not Orko, Driel, Uncle Martok, and Chopper. Should be. I wonder how I got my Big Bad before I got my Super 7. But anyway, George 80 Transformer fan, see you soon.
Autobots, transform!